Well, howdy, howdy, everybody. You know, as we go along through these St. Mark's ReMarks, we try to pick compelling venues from which to broadcast. And today I thought I'll just take you right on in here to my humble kitchen table. Yes, sirree. I sit right here with this relic of, I don't know, the Truman or Eisenhower administration. And I'm here with good old Dave Beck. How are you, Dave?
I am doing good.
Glad to hear it.
Yes.
Dave Beck is our facilities manager, managing those facilities.
Not an easy task.
No, because there's a lot of them to manage.
There is.
While we're even looking at a ongoing project directly above us, a flickering light,
Yes.
which we trust won't come on while we're talking today, or else
Yeah.
people might get really confused. So anyway, and of course with us today also is our producer. How are you, Suzanne?
I'm doing wonderful, and yourself?
Well, I'm scraping by, you know.
Good.
Trying, thus far, most of today's been sucked up in writing RCIA related stuff. So.
Oh, yeah, but that's a good program to start.
Well, it is. We commence tonight, Wednesday night, and I've about got my notes finished for my associates.
Very good.
So that's good. Well, Dave is here with me today to talk about facilities projects that we are on the cusp of beginning. So Dave, I'm going to shut up and you take it away.
Well, the first major project we have going on is we're going to be replacing a lot of concrete, sidewalks, curbs. Coming up, you might see some fluorescent green painted arrows on the sidewalks and curbs. We were not vandalized. Those are supposed to be there to let them know what's coming out and what's staying. Most of it's coming out. So we hope to get that project underway hopefully next week, because time is running out for the year. Most concrete and asphalt places usually shut down around the second week of November, because it starts to get too cold after that to be pouring concrete and asphalt. We are also going to replace.
Can I ask a question before we get beyond the flat work? Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is all of this restricted just to the north side, or will there be flat work here on the south side also?
It is all on the north side right now. So our whole focus is north side this year, and maybe do some south side work next year.
Generally speaking, the south side's in better shape, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a few little troubled areas, but nothing in compared to how it is. I don't know if any of you guys walk down that middle sidewalk that runs the whole length of the north parking lot, but it slopes quite a bit, which now we are out of ADA compliance. It says you can't be more than 2 degrees slope or you're not in compliance. And right now some of that is at an 8.5 degree incline. So that is why we're having, the concrete looks fine, it has just dropped that much over 20 years, you know. This upcoming March will be 20 years since we built that down there, so. It's just dropped that much over the years, and now we have to get it back up to ADA compliance, which means we have to raise that sidewalk up quite a bit.
And we have to tear it out and replace it?
Mhm.
They can't.
Well, the curbs are all ate up with, from the salt from the
I
winter,
see.
so.
Yeah.
It's just easier and less time consuming just to tear it all out and start from scratch.
I see.
And try and pick away at this and that to do.
So if they're gonna observe the drop dead date, you know, in early November that you talked about, they're gonna have to get cracking on this pretty darn quick.
Right. They were out this afternoon and actually made their final markings on the sidewalks and everything this afternoon. Kevin Davenport, the guy we've contracted out to do it, he's gonna get with his concrete supervisor guy tonight, and they're gonna hash out a date and hopefully let me know within the next couple of days, a day when they're gonna start so that we can kind of coordinate with parishioners, staff. They will start up by the chapel and get the sidewalks up by the chapel done first, and then work their way north so that if weather changes, as it does around here, earlier than what they think, at least that part will be done.
Yes, sir. And how long will this Flatwork Festival go on?
Guessing, we're thinking maybe 2 weeks at the longest.
Oh, okay, wow. So they're gonna be working at it kind of part of every day, I guess.
Pretty hard at it every day, barring any setbacks once they start getting into stuff. As you know, once you start cutting into things, you just don't know what you're getting into. But hopefully everything's pretty cut and dry, and they can just get in, get it ripped out, and get it formed up and ready to pour within a day or two.
Okay.
So,
All right, sir. Now, I know that wasn't the only thing you wanted to tell us about, so what else?
no, we have a section of the roof that is leaking rather badly in the classroom wing. If anybody has been in the new classroom wing, we're missing a whole bunch of ceiling tiles, and that's because that's where all the roof leaks are. And we're just throwing good money out the window, constantly replacing ceiling tiles. So we've decided not to put any more up there until the roof gets replaced up there.
I see.
And we do have someone that has submitted a bid. We've accepted the bid, so now we're waiting to get a date from them of when they're gonna come and start that project as well, because we're probably running out of time for roofing as well.
This is a flat roof?
Pretty much. I mean, it's a little bit pitched. It's the old tar and gravel type roof.
Is that what you're gonna go back with?
No, they use that white. If you ever looked the white membrane stuff,
Yeah.
they're going back with that. I think it's a 30-year.
Yeah.
A
20.
non-permeable membrane.
Yes.
Say that fast 5 times, producer.
Yeah, well, see, you do it first, I'll follow.
Permeable, memory.
No.
I can't do it all together.
So we got that going. We've got other little projects going on in the building. Downstairs in the large hall, the ceiling tiles that are kind of covering the duct work that's in there, that's all coming down because it keeps falling down anyway, and there's just no logical or easy way to get that to stay up there.
Just rip it down.
We're ripping it down.
Ripping that dog down.
That is starting tomorrow. So,
Wow.
right.
Are you doing that yourself?
We are doing that in-house, yes.
Uncle Dave and Uncle Francis?
Correct, yes.
Okay, great.
So we are gonna start that
Is the
tomorrow.
producer gonna help you?
I think I might be busy tomorrow.
I'm not answering. So, but yeah, we have that going on, and then of course just our everyday
Yeah.
upkeep of the whole facility, which is
And-
always
This roof project, how long does that have to take?
based on the last, because I've been here and they've done 3 other sections, and each one has taken about a week,
Oh, okay.
start to finish, because there's no rip off of it. They are just going right over top of what's already up there.
They scrape the gravel off, don't they? Really?
Yeah, they have this like inch and a half thick foam, like 4x8 sheets that they put down over it, and they use like these big nails with big old heads to put over, and then they put that membrane right over that.
How do they secure the membrane?
They call it welding it. It's actually a specialized glue that they use, and then they use this like infrared type thing that actually heats it up so hot, and they just go take that right across the seams, and they call it welding the seams.
Wow.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah. Well, I hope it works. I guess it's guaranteed for
It is,
Yeah,
2 or 3 days.
at least, yeah.
yeah. So far, knock on wood, the other 3 that they've done, we have had no leaks in those areas since they've done it.
Correct.
Great.
So,
Great. Well, what else have you for us?
oh, what else?
What about the asphalt? Are we gonna fix the asphalt?
Yes, as I said earlier, they built this 20 years ago. So that asphalt is 20 years old. We've patched and patched and patched, and it's just come to the point where you just can't patch it anymore. So next spring, the same company that's doing the concrete will also be doing the asphalting.
Yeah, that's spring though.
In spring, yes.
Has to be at a certain temperature to be able to do that.
Yeah. Well, you know, producer, you roll your big Packard over it every day, so that
Yes,
probably
right.
makes it crack.
It
you know.
does,
Yeah,
yes,
so.
yes.
Yes.
Well then, all right. Well, we can look forward to that. And when they do the asphalt, are they going to do north and south at the same time, or just north?
I don't know that we've determined that yet.
I see.
Mm.
That depends on
Yeah.
the moolah situation.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We're really dipping into our savings that's on deposit at the diocese right now.
Yeah, everything comes down to moolah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Moolah.
Yeah.
We might talk about that some
Mhm.
this weekend.
Yes.
All right.
So,
Then you want to tell us? I can think of one other thing, one other kind of sort of major thing we got coming up.
okay.
You know, the lighting. You
The
want to talk
lights.
about
The lighting, yes. 5-6 years ago, we replaced every outside light, all the lights in the classrooms, hallways, everything with LEDs. We did not do the parish center or the church, but now we are getting ready to start replacing all them lights in the church with LEDs. Probably within the next week or 2, I would say.
Yes, the contractor said he hopes to be done by the end of October.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You heard from him?
Yes.
When?
Didn't I tell you that?
I don't know. I don't recall.
Yes, he said he was waiting for one more part, and he was pretty sure we'd be able to get it in. He'd get it in, and they could schedule us in October.
Did he ever find that particular funky light bulb he was looking for?
He hasn't said yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
right now, all the lights that are getting replaced, just everything in the ring that's above the altar, you know, there's 3 different types of lights up there.
Yes, sir.
They're replacing all them, all the I call them the bowl lights, those silver looking bowl lights.
Right.
Those are going from fluorescent to LEDs and
And then we're waiting on those
the box
the
lights.
box lights.
The
yes.
white, what I call box lights.
Yeah.
They're waiting to find a way to retrofit those without having to replace the whole fixture. Because if they have to do that, then we're gonna have to re-sheetrock every one of them holes and cut new holes for whatever fixtures.
Perish the thought,
Yes.
if you'll pardon the pun. Gee, so anyway, in the worship space then, we've retooled the way people hear things, and now pretty soon we're gonna retool the way people see things.
Right.
Yes.
So
Wonderful.
yeah. So lots going on.
Yes, sir.
Um,
We're just rapidly advancing, marching from
Yeah.
victory to victory.
or just catching up with everyone else. However you want to look at it.
We're not doing that, buddy. We're surpassing them.
There you go.
Yeah,
We
there you
are.
go.
We are.
Surpassing. That's right.
So,
We want to be a parish of surpassing excellence.
yeah. We're overachievers.
Yeah, I hope so.
Absolutely.
Well, all right. I can't think of anything other to say than that to say. Can you?
No,
We're pretty good.
it looks good.
We're getting there.
Can I say one thing though? To
Sure.
the parishioners, thanking them because all this is possible because of them and their generosity. So thank you guys for helping us to make this all happen.
Amen.
Amen.
You know, it's their place anyhow.
It really is. We're just the keepers of it.
We're just
Caretakers.
Yes, that's right. We're just here to keep it up.
Very
And
good.
indeed, thank you for providing the parish with the means to keep it up properly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
All right, well, again, our CIA begins tonight. We got 6 people. No, yeah, I guess currently 6. Possibly we'll end up with more. Really interesting folks. A 55-year-old, that's the oldest. The rest of them are range in age from 19 to 32, I think.
That's great.
Isn't that something?
Yes.
That's really interesting. So I'm looking forward to it. Should be a good group. You'll hear more about it as time goes on, you know. And this week, of course, the annual diocesan appeal starts. And I promise I'll make that pretty painless. No big deal. You guys are chronically generous. And, but anyway, we'll have a word or two about that this weekend. So, producer, can you think of anything we need to add?
I cannot at this time, other than to watch your mailbox for the 2002 through 2023 annual report.
Right, the annual report to the parish,
Yes.
wherein we demonstrate our transparency
Yes.
and tell you how we're spending your dough.
That's right. We have a letter from our pastor. You'll have the end of the year financials plus the budget for this current year. And you'll have a report from all the different departments.
The pastor wrote a letter?
Yes, he did.
That illiterate fool?
Somebody gave me a letter with your name on it.
It'll be yammering and stammering, but anyway, it'll be in there.
It's in there.
All right, well, thanks everybody for your time today. We'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye and God bless.